Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Mandy from Hope Designs. What you're seeing here is I'm finally getting some of the results I was looking for. Sorry, my dog is making noises back here. So I had a little bit of a color inspiration from another artist, and this is the first time I've ever used these colors. So I was determined to try to make it work. So my husband got me some Matisse paints for Christmas. So I'm using Matisse Flow Australian Red Violet, which is gorgeous, by the way, and Matisse Flow Southern Ocean Blue, also super gorgeous. And I believe that I actually got this color inspiration from Lisa Marvin, who shared a bloom that she did, and I thought the colors looked so amazing. And she used an interference gold. So I used in this piece, I used some Egyptian coin, which is a Prizm pour color from Colourarte. I used interference gold from Colourarte, and then I used the two colors that I mentioned. So mind you, I did two of these that were a complete flop before this, either because of the top didn't have enough contrast and the cell activator kind of spread out as almost like a white color over the interference gold. So I had to kind of enrich that with some gold, like the Egyptian coin. So it took me a little bit to get the layering right. So I wanted to show you, when I saw that I was going to kind of get the result I was looking for, I went ahead and turned the camera back on. So this is kind of what we're after in this particular video. So I'm going to do a couple with you. Notice I scraped this one, so something obviously, this was a little bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be. My husband loved the color combo. So we got the pillow paint down. Here's a little interference gold from Colourarte. My dog decided to start walking around, so you'll hear him. Egyptian coin, Prizm pour from Colourarte. Excuse me. And then, so a little more interference gold, because keep in mind, I really threw in the Egyptian coin to create enough contrast with the interference gold so it didn't get lost in the white. So what I figured out is to avoid these two colors kind of getting a little bit muddy in the blowout, I just kind of did them in separate little puddles. So this is the Matisse Southern Ocean Blue and Australian Red Violet, also from Matisse. That color is pretty breathtaking. So I sort of just puddled them almost like half on top, half on the bottom, so that when they're blown out, they'll overlap a little, but not a ton. And really just a little bit of Egyptian coin for some contrast. And then drizzle some interference gold, because I really want the interference gold to kind of come in and out, you know. So it amazes me how many times I tried this before I saw the result I was looking for. It's kind of crazy. So white cell activator, of course, is Amsterdam titanium white. Usually the ratio is about 3 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part paint. In some cases, it's like between 3 and 4. It just kind of depends. I'm using the little miniature leaf blower to blow it out. I have the link for that below. Didn't get that part very good. It's on Amazon. From what I understand, though, it frequently is in and out of stock. And as I blow this out, I was just telling my husband, as I blow this out, I can see how much easier fresh cell activator cells up. even though, pardon my big head, even though that one edge I didn't blow out very well. I just did a pour a little bit ago with the same batch of cell activator, but it's like a week old already. And it did okay, but like when you look at it when you first make it, it's like magic. So I love the color combos. You see the shimmer in the middle? So now we're just waiting on it to come back into the center. And I just kind of grab some of the drip off sometimes and take it to the corner. The corners are going to fly off anyway. It just helps the paint get there faster. It also gives me something to do while I wait for it to come back in the center so that I don't try to spin it too fast impatiently. So I love these colors together. I just resined one of these tiles yesterday. I kind of wish I had thrown it in the video so you could see it. I guess I probably still could, but just the depth of these colors and how they layer under resin is really just pretty remarkable. There's something about these like magenta colors, like the red violet and this color, the teal color, that just kind of seem like they're meant to go together. Like they're very different, but also they go together very nicely. So one of the things I struggle with is I buy all these canvases on when there's sales and that kind of stuff, and so that I will be ready to paint. And then I practice colors on tiles a lot. And sometimes I have a hard time like deciding when I want to do one of those colors on a canvas. I don't know why, because I'll like super love a color combo. Like, why can't I just go get a canvas and be like, okay, this looks great on this tile. Let me go get a canvas. It's like I get the color combo kind of out of my system, and then, you know, like this would be beautiful on a little gallery wrapped canvas. So I need to start following through with being like, okay, I really love this set. I want to do it on a canvas or do it on a small wood round or something. And instead I stock up on all these things and I like don't want to waste them. And so it's like I'm waiting for like this magical color combination to fall from heaven. And why don't I do it more often with the colors? Like, I'll be fascinated by something I do on a tile. Why don't I just go grab a canvas and do it? So I'm going to try to do better about that. I'm going to try to do these like coaster set color tests. And then when I really like the colors, I'm going to try to do better about doing it on a canvas or a round or a clock face or something. I even have all these tons of records to practice on that I could turn them into clocks or whatever. So I need to do better about that. And that's one of the reasons I buy oopsie paint for pillow paint sometimes, so that if I want to mess around and practice on a larger surface, I can use, a $9 gallon of paint as opposed to the $25 gallon of pillow paint that I would usually use. So if I want to do a big bloom swipe, or I want to do, I don't know, whatever, I can do that. So I need to just start taking a few more risks. I also sometimes think I do that because time is a factor. I don't always have time, so I grab what I have time to finish, because, if I finish one tile or two tiles, I can always finish the other ones later. But it gives me a chance to kind of get the painting out of my system and then record my idea so I can do it again later. For some reason, I zoomed out a little bit far on this one, so I'm sorry about that. I recorded some of them separately because I did them at different times, and then I put them together. So I'm hoping that I zoom in a second. It's hard because I like to zoom in so you can see the detail, but then when it gets too close, the autofocus starts freaking out. And then I've had videos, maybe you've seen some of them, where 10 minutes of the video is like fuzzy, and it's like a tutorial where I'm giving important information. Like that's happened on Tumblr tutorials and stuff, and I'm like, really? Great. So let's see how this one turns out. I do have some beautiful potential paint skins from the ones that did not turn out so great, because you know I let them dry and I'm going to peel them off and use them on something eventually. I have more paint skins and I have time to deal with them. Now you see what I just did there, where I didn't do the greatest job blowing that out. So instead of continuing, I went to the opposite side to give that cell activator a chance to spread back out. Sometimes when I try to force the side that's not going very well, instead of maybe giving it another chance to kind of collect back into its spot, it just does not go well. So in this instance, I was like, ooh, I didn't mean to do that. So I went kind of to the other side where there was a little bit more volume of cell activator, instead of continuing to try to push that out, because if I had continued to push that out, it would have gone to the canvas or the bottom and it would have really wrecked it. And because I didn't do that, I think I saved it from becoming kind of a disaster. So that's just a little tip. Look, I remembered to zoom in. Look at that. Those colors together are just magic. I just love them. And the cells are really, really nice. I'm a super messy painter, y'all. I watch some people's videos and they don't even get their gloves dirty, and here I am, no gloves, paint all over my hands. My turner's a mess. My puppy pool's a mess. When I first got it, I put liner and everything in it, tablecloth or something, so it wouldn't look so crazy. And then I was like, who are we kidding? I'm not going to probably keep up with this. And now I feel bad because every video has like this camouflage of spin-off paint in the background, but sometimes I just don't have time to tape everything up and do all that stuff, and sometimes I have to maximize the time that I have to focus on painting. So look at the richness of that Australian red violet. It is a superb color. It is an expensive color, but it is a superb color. I was trying to compare like some red violet from one brand to the other, and I was like, why is this one so much more than the other brands? And then I would see a couple pieces where somebody used that brand, and I was like, man, that color is delicious looking. Look at that. Look at the cells where the ocean blue pops up in the red violet. It's just a little bit of cell magic for you. And that's what's amazing about this technique. You can kind of help contribute to that, but ultimately you have nominal control over how well that happens. So it's just kind of cool. And there's some interference gold. I love interference colors. I love how you can create such dimension in a piece by using interference colors. Like, I don't know if you saw the blooms that I did probably last week sometime with Australian sienna, interference gold, firefly. I think I used the autumn leaf. Anyway, like the interference colors, especially the firefly mixed with the interference gold in the piece, once that got resined, like it was amazing to see the depth that those colors create. That's why I love using pigments, and I'm a huge fan of color art. I know that there are a lot of different pigments out there, and I do have other pigments as well, but that is just that's why it's so hard for me to do any pour where I don't use pigments, because you just get kind of spoiled with the shimmer, you know? So I'm just popping bubbles with my toothpick there. I notice, I think everybody kind of migrates toward certain colors. I migrate toward these types of colors: purples, blues, magenta, teal. But I am pretty amazed at how this technique, and really fluid art in general, broadens your taste for other colors, because you won't really care much for a color, and then you'll go to use it, and then there's just something about it. You're like, whoa, why don't I use these more? You know? Like most recently with the Colourarte putting on the glitz, that malachite color is a gorgeous green. Well, I don't really particularly like green that much. I love teal. I love aqua. But I'm like, nah, about green. Well, I used it and I was like, this is a fabulous color. Like, I don't know, it just kind of draws you in, you know? Sorry about my big head with my crazy hair. One thing I will say about this technique: better keep your hair out of your face, or you will get paint in your hair anytime you blow out any little details in your piece. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten paint on my face and my hair, on my clothes. I've gotten it all over my face, on my ears. It's really attractive. And y'all can't see anything that I'm doing. I'm really sorry about that. I'm just trying to blow those kind of the petals out a little bit, because that one spot where I did not do a great job blowing out, it's got a really shallow color spot. So we'll see. But I really like the way that these are layered. And I don't remember if I told you guys in the beginning or not that I got this color inspiration from Lisa Marvin. So I'll try to remember to link her channel. I'm pretty sure she shared a similar color combo in the Sheleeart group. And I was like, those are beautiful colors together. So thanks again, Lisa, for the inspiration. And you should definitely check out her channel. She does some beautiful work. She does some of those big old blooms. I'm not at that level yet. So the biggest I do is bigger swipes. Right now I do fairly small scale blooms, 10, 12 inches max. So I got this one crazy corner, you see, and I knew that was going to happen. So you can see I'm trying to tilt a little bit to get as much as I can to that corner, so I can try to tilt off some of that naked part. But ultimately, still like it. So if you haven't taken Shelly's class, there's a 15% off promo code in the description box below. Totally worth taking. Even if you've learned the technique already, I always say this, if you've learned the technique already, it's still worth taking the class. You get so much support from other students and stuff in the group. There's ongoing training, Facebook Lives, etc. The team is really supportive if you have questions. Plus, you have other people in the group who might be where you're from and can help you. You can kind of learn from each other as far as what products work best in your area. 20% off of anything on the Colourarte website. Also, coupon code below. Brand new products that have fairly recently come out. 4 brand new Prizm pour colors. They're gorgeous. Mine are coming next week. If you haven't tried the Putting on the Glitz set, also so gorgeous. And yeah, all of our social media links are below. Our Etsy shop is below. We would love for you to follow us there. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much for your continued support. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you think of these colors. And these will be a set. They'll be resined and available for purchase. And I do usually share them when they're resined on social media. And I will probably want to do a set on hexagon tiles too. So maybe more to come. But I hope you enjoyed my color experiment today. And I love the way they turned out, even though I had to work really hard to get them. I just love the depth of the cells. And I'm sorry I'm out of frame there. But this was just a really great color combo for me. And now I understand why everybody likes Matisse paint so much. Just has great structure. Great color, responds really well under a cell activator. So some of those are the reasons why sometimes some of the higher end paints are nice to have. So I think I'm picking it up so I can show it to you. I'm also getting the drips off the edge, but there you go. It's pretty delicious looking. I really like it. I should have turned the ring light off so you could get a better view. But, oh, look, I did. Yay. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great day.